What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the first episode and checking back in on a little game we played a couple of years ago that's come a long way since the last time we played it. A little game called Eternal Winter. It's gone from being a fairly basic kind of copy survival game into something that's a lot more interesting, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to check out. So come with me, let's play a couple episodes and let's do our thing. The first thing we need to do is we got to name our dogs. Our first dog's name is going to be Bentley. Our second dog's name is going to be Cadillac. Our third dog's name is going to be Coop. And our third dog's name is going to be, we'll call him Chrysler. There we go. We'll call him Chrysler just to keep it tight, just to keep it hot and popping. And so there it is. Let's jump on in. There will be a vote down in the bottom. You guys can choose who you want to be the lead dog, who you want to be the man's dog, as it were. And so, you know, vote for president. Vote for team president right now. You're more than welcome to. So it looks like they've added something new right here. It says, Chief, the last storm caused tons of damage to the village and you need to build a new settlement and do some resource gathering structures so that we can get back on our feet. And so we can press Q to build some structures. The next storm is already close, so go collect food. Do not overhunt or else the delicate ecosystem will begin to collapse, and a damaged ecosystem means less meat for the village. Okay, so we got like a little globe over here. Our dogs are all out front doing their thing. And here's our little village. Over here we've got what looks like, I don't know who these guys are. What's up, guys? How you doing? Are we good to chill over here? It looks like they're just kind of hanging out, having their own thing going on. He's got himself a weapon, though, so don't mess with him. Ingvar doesn't play around. Ingvar will stick you with that thing. The rest of them, they don't talk much, but Ingvar got a knife. That dude ain't messing around. We got our dogs over here. I don't really know, like, so what do I want to build? We've got a lumberjack's hut. We can interact with the villagers, send him on a trip by providing the required wood, and he comes back in the morning to get claimed resources. We've also got a miner's hut. We've got a energy generator. We've got a settlement that allows us to build vital structures around the area. Okay. So this game has changed a lot. It's actually gone from being like a flat survival game into what looks to me, what is this over here? Like, what does this building do? So what's this guy got going on? He's like our crafting guy. So I thought that was toilet paper for a second so we could wipe our asses. Crossbow bolts and matches can be made over here. Okay, that's pretty sweet. This game has changed a ton. Wow, I'm really surprised. I tried to go into this blind because I wanted to have like an open mind going in and not really know what had changed since the last time we played. Before, you would just dog sled around and pick up loot and try to feed yourself. It was kind of like the long dark, but not, you know, quite as dense as far as the content goes. Now it looks like they've gone in a completely different direction, and I'm okay with that. I'm all for games differentiating themselves and becoming different by comparison. So this requires 45 wood and 15 iron, it looks like, and 2 people. What do we have? It arrives on day 5. We've got a new thing. We need 90 wood, 45 of that. How do we take a look at our... So let's say that I wanted to open up... Okay, well, I don't know how many resources we actively have, but let's go truck around. Like, I've got a knife, I've got a crossbow, I've got a rifle. It looks like the rifle does its thing, and so we can aim the rifle and fire it at somebody. We've also got a compass. So let's take a look around the area, just kind of see what's around. What's inside? Oh, I can sleep inside of a little bedroll thing. Okay. Oh, it goes into third person now. All right, doggos, take me forward. Onwards with the power of doggos. All right. I like dogs. Dogs are the best, aren't they? Dogs are amazing things. They are amazing, beautiful, wonderful things. I got a dog, and I used to not be a dog person. I didn't used to understand why people wanted dogs. And then, like, I got a dog, like a big, kind of burly, muscly dog. And frankly, he's been so much fun. I love my dog. My dog is seriously like my best friend at this point in my life. Like, I love the hell out of that critter. It's weird how they just intuitively know when you're having like a bad day. They know when to sit down. They just want to play and hang out and have a good time. Like, it's fantastic. Really, if you don't have a dog, you should consider it. I mean, make sure you're in the right financial place for a dog first, because no joke, they are expensive as hell. Dogs are not playing around when it comes to the expenditures, but oh, there's a person over here. Who are you? Let's see. Hello, traveler. We have some spare food if you're feeling hungry. Sure, I'll take it. All right, so I guess he gave us some free food. This guy over here is popping a squat, taking a poop in the corner of his shed. What a man does in his own shed is a man's business, all right? I don't talk to people that way. I don't talk to them sideways like that. I don't know what I'm doing right now, so we might die horribly in the first winter. But you know what? I'm going to try and learn. The game looks like it's got a whole bunch of new opportunities for us. There's another house over here. It looks like we've got roads around. Yeah, buddy. You used to stay in first person when you went inside the little dog sled or whatever. Now it seems like it gets you out there. I wonder if I can knife a tree down or something like that. There should also be like some animals around or something like that we can hunt. I don't know. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. I was thinking maybe these will be scavengeable locations, but it looks like they're actually just little settlements full of other people. Let's stop off over here. I'm going to run up on this dude with a knife, even though I know it's probably bad. I can recruit this guy for 5 food if we give him 5 food. Can I murder them? Yarr! Join me or die! Okay, so that didn't work. I was trying to harvest some face leather in order to make our job easier. Can I chop down a tree with a knife, or what do I do with the... Okay, so I don't chop down trees with a knife. That's not what we do over here. If I go back to just my hands, let's go back to the dog sled and see what we can find out here, because I'm willing to bet... Oh, there's a deer over there. Maybe I should hunt the deer. I don't know how I get wood supplies and stuff. Like, can I get these mushrooms over here? What's up with these mushrooms? It doesn't look like I can harvest them. Can I take out a knife and, like, maybe get them that way? Doesn't look like I can get them with a knife, so that's okay. How hard is it to hunt a deer? I wonder. I've got 14 arrows. How many bullets do I have? I've got 7 rounds for the rifle, so 7 out of 7. There's also, like, a wolf or something over there, but I got dogs with me, so I don't think they'll mess with us. Should leave us alone for right now. I've still got a decent directional sense for where our village is, so we'll keep on trucking off into the distance. I don't know what the range on the rifle is like. Long dark has made me super paranoid about long-range shots. Oh, it looks like there's a cougar or something right there. What is that? That's a wolf. Is the wolf going to attack the deer? No, they're just going to, like, run into each other. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and shoot the deer in just a second. We're going to go ahead and hunt that guy and see if we can get ourselves some meat for the future. See what we can get here. All right, we'll stop the sled right here. And I wonder how good the accuracy is. Like, do I need headshots? Like, what do I need in order to make this happen? And it looks like he's down. Okay, so that took us 2 rounds. Do I have any more bullets left? Oh, I do. I do have more bullets left. All right, I don't know what's inside of my inventory right now. Oh, shit, what's going on? Oh, God, something's attacking me. Oh, my God, it's like a flock of wolves. Is that what you call a bunch of wolves, a flock? And just like that, you and our dogs, all of our valuable loot has been lost. Well, that's weak. All I wanted to do was shoot a wolf. And so my dogs and everybody were rescued. Dude, they stole my kill, hyena style. We got to get back out there. We got to ride on these dudes. We got to teach them a lesson. We were like, nah, the Bentley crew don't go down like that. I call it Bentley crew, but I spell it like Motley Crew, where it's got like the crew, like C-R-U at the end. Well, unfortunately, it looks like our kill is gone. I think the kill disappears when you die. So unfortunately, we don't really have much to do over here. I'm thinking that maybe we should... I've got like a little radio backpack. That's pretty sweet. Although he was the lamest of the army men. Like nobody... When you played with army men, you never wanted the guy with the backpack. Like that was just like, what? Dude with the backpack didn't even have a gun. That poor bastard. But like, yeah, but he's capable of calling in reinforcements. But like, yeah, but that's a support role. That's no fun. He doesn't get to shoot a guy. My favorite guy was the guy with the pistol and the binoculars. Because that guy, you knew he was going ham. He was walking into like a green and tan war zone. And this dude was just rocking a pistol like he didn't give a shit. He was like, yeah, we're about to get somebody out here with this 1911. Just brrrka. So seeing as I don't know like if we can manually harvest stuff or do anything like that, I'm going to shoot a rabbit. And then I'm going to see what I can do with it. It looks like I can butcher him. Ecosystem stats, animals killed. Hey, I got 2 food from a rabbit. I don't think a bullet was worth shooting a rabbit, though. That was one of those things that I probably should have used a crossbow bolt for. The bullet usage right there is mighty sketchy. How do I get to that little island right there? It looks like there's people on the island, but I don't want to risk going out there. There's a bear over here and a wolf. And the wolf looks like he's got like an MMO-style little thing above his head. Dude, this is pretty sweet. I like what they've done with the game so far. They've changed it around a little bit. I can see our comms tower right there that we've got. So apparently we're like the central meeting zone for all the people around here. Maybe I'm supposed to build stuff first. Let's go back to base and we'll try building some things. I assume that we probably want a lumberjack's hut and some other things to start getting some raw resources while we're around. I haven't damaged the ecosystem too much by killing a rabbit, I hope. I don't think a rabbit is that much. What are those trees doing over there? Uh-oh. They've assembled the moot. They've assembled the moot and they've decided that they will no longer stand by idly while human beings wreck their ecosystem. They're going to destroy us all in a horrible war of terror and destruction. On that note, it does look like you can still go into first person, which is pretty sweet. And so I'm in first person mode right now. It looks like we can press the space bar in order to do that. I think I'll focus on things at home then. We got a big storm coming through in about 5 days, so I figure we should probably get something done over here. I don't know what our wood supply is looking like or anything like that, but we got to figure out a way to get some more firewood so we can survive the first storm. And then after that, we'll worry a little bit about exploration. So pulling back into port here. I'm going to hop off the dog whip. Yup. Up off the dog whip, and let's see what we can do here. So if I can make like a lumberjack's hut, eat a place. Okay, we'll do a lumberjack's hut like, I don't know. The terrain is too irregular to build. Maybe I'll do it right here? I don't know. What's flat enough? I know that I need like a lumberjack's hut, and so maybe I'll take some of these villagers and get them to come over here. So we'll put in a lumberjack's hut right there. There we go. And so now we've got a lumberjack's hut, and we got a little dude inside of here. What does he do? And so I can give him send to collect wood. Resource gathering structures, provide the metal drill, should keep your belt. Okay, cool. And then I can upgrade it for metal. Yeah, I'm going to go send him to go get resources. It costs us 1 food, and it looks like he's going to be back tomorrow morning, and he's going to have like a little wood pile out front that we'll be able to collect. I don't know how that plays into our overall resources, but it seems to have worked out okay to me. So what can this guy do for me? This guy can make us matches, bandages, but we need wood for that. How do I know how much wood that I have? Is that inside one of the menus here? Do we have like a settlement thing? So we've got... So having a look here, it looks like we don't have any meat at all. It says that I can help the ecosystem by hunting predators a little bit. And so I will strongly consider doing that. Although in general, you don't want to kill predators and eat them because they don't taste good. You will find that if you kill things like bear, or you kill things like cougar or wolf or whatever, carnivores tend to have meat that's not quite as good. It looks like there's another comms tower over here, so we'll go investigate that too while we're out and about. Our water meter looks pretty good. Our food meter looks okay. I don't know how we harvest water, but I guess we'll figure that out in the moment. Maybe we have to build some kind of well or something. Oh, I can whip out the compass by pressing Q while I'm on here. That's a really nice feature. I like that a lot. Being able to navigate while you're riding along, letting something else do all the... Is that a chicken over there? I was like, that's a chicken over there. What's a chicken doing out in the middle of, like, I don't know, the tundra? Like, I don't know how a chicken is useful in this regard. Like, how does a chicken survive in the tundra? I don't think it do. Let's go shoot a wolf or something. That sounds good to me. So is this wood over here? I also saw something laying on this side. We'll get to the interesting stuff in a second, which is the shootings and the killings. But it looks like there was something along the bottom of this tree right here. I think it's just like a stump or something. Do we have to worry about the ice collapsing? That's another thing that I'm interested in. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the ice collapsing. I don't know if I want to bow hunt a wolf, but we're going to go ahead and try it. Worst case scenario is I flip out the gat and we do this thing from the tool, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Let's see what's up with this guy over here. See what he's trying to play at. Oh, I got to reload it. All right, put the arrow in there. Oh, he's coming for us. Dude is not even playing around. Oh, I thought he was going to keep going that way. Got him. All right, break out the gun. Break out the gun. There we go. Let's drop this wolf real fast. Can I do anything with him? I can. Good. And so we've gone ahead and we've killed an animal over here with a healthier ecosystem. Oh, wow. We got 7 meat off of him. That's pretty good. So we should be able to get some more villagers. I don't have any extra magazines, though, so we're going to want to be careful. Our entertainment stockpile is at an all-time low. Oh, I can turn off my flashlight with the F key, too. All right. Sweet. Let's go check out that other comms tower. So over here at this new comms tower, I don't see anything interesting. Like, there's nothing laying around on the ground or anything like that. I guess we could just use it as a landmark. I mean, as far as navigation goes in an environment like this, probably a decent idea to keep yourself oriented. Getting lost out here, especially when there's nothing but white in every direction, can be a legitimate hazard that you have to concern yourself with. I'm just going to keep tooling around the neighborhood and seeing what's around. I want to be in tune with my surroundings. I want to understand the world that I'm a part of, because in understanding comes a better chance of survival. If you understand the ecosystems that you're in, you understand what it is that you're trying to do out here and how you're trying to survive, that puts you on a much better footing with regards to the way that you interact with your surroundings. And frankly, I love nature. Nature's a beautiful thing. It saddens me right now that nature seems to be under attack. The current government that we have here does not seem to have a whole lot of respect for national wildlife reserves and stuff like that. And that's something that's very near and dear to my heart. Some of the most transcendent moments in my life, some of the moments where you sit on top of a mountaintop and you understand, like, how small you are and how insignificant you are as you sit on top of this, you know, ridiculous bluff and you just look at this forest in front of you with the trees rising and there's no sound and there's no anything. It changes your perspective. It makes you think about things and just be like, man, I'm just like a part of this. Is that a cougar right there? That looks like a cougar or something. Or like a little wildcat. Cool. That's pretty sweet. Are these houses over here? What are these? Or are they just like little stone bluffs? It looks like there's a furnace or something over here. I'm going to take a look at it, but I'm going to keep the gun out just in case. We do have predators around, and I don't want to get myself into trouble. So that's not a... What is this right here? It's like a little... I don't know. It's like an old chimney stack or something. Looks like there used to be something over here. But, like, if there ever was, it looks like it's abandoned now. I don't think anybody's going to be around. I don't think the wildcat will attack unless we get a little bit too handsy with it. And so I'll leave it alone. Huh. Doesn't look like there's anything too much of interest over here. I'm going to jump back on the cart and let's get moving. Well, so far, our situation hasn't been... Oh, we're going off a jump. Yeah, buddy, getting that sweet air. Getting sideways in the dog cart. So far, the map does not appear to have... So the way that it worked back the last time I played is that it was like the long dark. You wandered around, you picked up band-aids, you picked up all the stuff you needed, and there was like random ruins all over the place, and you were trying to figure out what happened. Now, they've turned it into like a colony simulator, essentially, where we've got wood coming in the morning. My only hope is that that stack is sufficient in order to get us done. We got it built nice and early, so hopefully that works out. I think we still need a settlement. I don't know if we have one or how that works out, but we got little people over here that need us. Like, we're the chief right now. We are the captain now. And so if we don't help them out, who's gonna? So inside of our little house here, I assume that this is our domicile and our place of business. A little flashlight action going on right now. So what can I do with the stove? I can go 5 matches, 2 matches. Okay. So let's make some matches then. I don't think I have any wood though, so I don't know if that's going to work out for us. We've got ourselves a trap, so you can set it and check a day to see if an animal was caught. We've got map pins. We've got a settlement. That requires a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get done. Also got a miner's hut. I wonder how I get, I think I probably need the miner's hut first, but all this stuff seems sort of dependent on metal. It looks like we have 200 metal right now, 7 populations, so yeah, let's do an energy generator here. And we'll sit that out like, there's the sweet spot. So there it is. Wait, that's a trap? I thought I said energy generator. I don't know what happened here, but I think it put down a trap even though I said energy generator. Either way, we'll get our energy generator set down. There we go. Must have selected the wrong thing. Can I get rid of this somehow? I just used up a bunch of resources on something that I have no desire to have. We also need a miner's hut because I assume that's how we get ourselves some stone and some ore and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and plop that on down. Too close to another structure. There we go. So now we've got our miner's hut. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm going to send you on out to do your thing. And so we should be able to get ourselves a little bit of meat, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. We've got wood right here, so that gave us plus 100 wood. That's really great. How much food am I sitting on right now? I'm sitting on 1 food, so we should probably go out and hunt and try to get ourselves fed. I've got raw food right there. We do have the supplies we need in order to get matches, though. So maybe I got to cook up the food before it becomes useful. I also don't know how I stockpile things as, like, the personal inventory versus the main inventory works. We've crafted 11 matches. Okay, so now we've got matches, so that's good. That used up 30 of our wood, but we've got, like, 5 days before we need to bring him on back home in order to gather wood or anything like that. So let's think about using the stove over here to get some meat moving. Very cool. And so we got plus 1 meat right there. I don't know how much I have to do this or how much this is required. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I was clicking. Aw, man, I shot my stove. I shot the stove and the stove won. I shot the stove and the stove won. So if that becomes cooked meat, does that just go into my inventory or... So we need 450 food for this to work out. I need to figure out how to stockpile them because we have cooked meat and we have raw meat. Raw meat also needs to be stored in order to deal with, can also be fed to dogs, a great source of energy and protein. Well, I can go out and cook today. I'm going to take the meat for myself, and we can go out and we can hunt some stuff today and see what we get going. Let me keep that moving, and then if I can get some water as well, I think that would be really good. I don't know if we can get like a well pump later or something like that that'll handle the water issues that we have, but am I all out of meat, or is that, okay, not enough meat slash fish. We will melt some snow in order to get some water put away. They gave us 1 water bottle, but I need more matches. I'm officially out of matches. So I can only assume that this is my personal stockpile right here. And if I drink the water, what does that do for my meter? It gets it refilled. Okay, very nice. And then I will also take that meat right there. Nice. Okay, so our meters are all nice and full. Health is looking okay. How do the dogs go? The dogs look like every now and again they need like a nap time or a rest or they need some food. But aside from that, it looks like we're going out on a hunting trip. I don't think we caught any prey over here with this trap. I'm hoping that at some point I'll have the ability to move this around. Temporary TNT trap. I've also got a light post that I could put down. That's going to be something that's more, I think, decorative than anything else. Did he bring back metal? I kind of timed that oddly, so I was kind of wondering if metal would come back through. It looks like he's out doing his thing, but I don't think we're going to get metal from him. This little guy over here, we can send him out. We're missing meat, though, in order to do that. So, let's go out and get some. It sounds like we are the go-to guy when it comes to deriving some of these supplies that we need in order to get things done. The rabbits and whatnot don't seem like they're super great for our supply, so I'm just going to stay on top of it. We'll keep on trucking or keep on dogging or whatever it is that we're doing right now in order to make sure that everybody ends up nice and safe and can make it through the winter. We're gathering up a little bit of wood. We're gathering up a little bit of food. We're going on a hunting trip. We're going on a hunting trip. A wreck hunting trip. Going on a hunting trip. Everett. So it looks like we've got a rabbit over here and we've got a boar. We've also got a settlement out in the middle of the water. I'm going to do my best not to take the dogs out that way. The compass says that our heading is currently southwest, although it's kind of at an odd angle, so I think that's north. It's doing things at diagonals right now. They're throwing me off a little bit. We also don't have north marked on the compass, so I don't know. Maybe it's always true north. Like, maybe that's north, and maybe the facing on it is right. Either way, I'd like to see a little yellow dot or something on the way that's north, just to make sure, because you can't take chances when it comes to navigation. That's not a business where you should be all willy-nilly. You should take no chances and make sure that it's always represented the way that you want it to. Got that cooked meat. Looking for appropriate prey right now. Well, we said we needed prey, so I'm thinking we get this boar taken care of over here. Boar hunting's a bit of risky business, but if we can drop him with like one shot, works out for me. He is a ecosystem stats are at 91, so yeah, it looks like it improved the ecosystem by quite a bit by me killing those predators, killing off that random wolf that we saw. I'm going to leave, I don't know if the pigs count as herbivores or as carnivores, because pigs, as far as I know, are omnivores. They'll eat just about anything that's laying around. They don't care at all. Inside those little log loops right there, I don't really see a whole lot that's going to be interesting to us. So I'm going to leave those to their lonesome. I'm going to try and keep sight of our radar tower. Oh my god, that is a big-ass spider on my wall. Oh Jesus, he's all over Sephiroth's nuts right now. I got a Sephiroth poster, and that spider is clanging to Sephiroth's nuts like he doesn't give a damn. It's a wolf spider, though. I should probably let it stay, given the amount of sheer volume of fruit flies and weird swamp monsters that have come out ever since, like, summer got here. Maybe I should let the spider live. Oh, where did he go? He's invisible. Spider's invisible. We got problems. What is this over here? This guy's got a tractor? What do you do? Like, what does your tractor do? What's up, pal? 15 meat in exchange for medical supplies. Nah, I'm good. I don't need medical supplies right now. I think we're pretty solid as far as our health goes. It's cool how you have, like, little guys out here. I hope later on they actually, like, travel around the map and they have, like, little Skyrim-esque, there's a fox over here. That's a bright little fox. I think I can hunt a fox with a bow. Oh my god, he's spinning a web and he's coming towards me. This is the most dangerous episode of a game that I have ever recorded. This spider is definitely trying to get some right now. If he gets too near my hat, he's going to find out. Yeah, buddy. Got him. So 3 meat off of that fox right there. That was a better yield than I expected from a small... Is a fox lupine? What genus is a fox the part of? It's got to be part of something like that, right? I don't know if it's lupine, like if it shares a family background with like wolves and stuff like that, or if it shares a bloodline with something else. Things get a little murky when it comes to evolutionary biology, because sometimes it's the smallest things that distinguish two species from one another. It's not normally like the ancillary surface stuff. It's normally like the way that, like, their internals function or something like that. A lot of times you'll find that they have like an extra tooth, or like the jawbone will have like an extra assembly mechanism or something like that. And that's pretty much all that it takes to differentiate them, make one thing into another thing as far as classification goes when it comes to the taxonomy of this whole thing. Taxonomy is kind of an interesting subject, but it was never anything that I was really super into in college. I did take classes on taxonomy, but it's boring. I mean, it's naming things in Latin and figuring out the roots of stuff. It's a hard thing to keep your interest with. Got ourselves another radar dome over there. I was hoping maybe there'd be like some old bunkers or something out here that I'd be able to scavenge from, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. Looks like there's another little settlement over here. We'll go say hi. Might as well, as long as we're in the neighborhood and we're being pals. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't say hello. Probably a good idea in terms of what is that right there? What is this? Oh, there's like a berry bush. Oh, we got some berries. Cool. Very nice. So 5 berries right there that we're able to use. What is up with this thing over here? I traveled far and wide. I found hope among broken trees and frozen figures. I felt warm while she uttered songs about the winter. I lay awake and saw a million suns upsurge, and when my world fell apart, when the last light faded like a dying star, I was brave, and I was ready to die. Memorial. Huh. Well, F to our fallen survival companions. There you go. Give them an F in the comments down below. They deserve it. I'd love a quiet memorial like that. If my gravestone was just like a little monument out in the middle of nature, dude. I don't know. It makes me feel sad to think about, me being dead and all. It's a morose subject to think about, but at the same time, I don't know. Actually, I'll probably have my ashes spread where my grandfather and my grandfather's grandfather and everything. My family up in a place called Eva Beach in Hawaii, we've got a private little bay over there. It's kind of a locals-only type deal. And that's where everybody in my family gets their ashes spread when they pass, at least on the Hawaiian side of the family. It's somewhat of a sacred location for my family, in all honesty, because there's like sea turtles and stuff out there, which I don't know if you know anything about Hawaiian culture, but sea turtles are a big deal. They're super sacred. So anyways, you spread your ashes out there, and it's peaceful. We go out on the boats, and it's nice, man. It's real nice. It's a great send-off for someone that, like, cared about their people and cared about nature and all that kind of stuff. I like little games like this. Games like this make me happy deep down inside because it's just fun. Like, there's not a whole lot of stuff going on, but at the same time, it's a game that you can play quietly and not feel like you're running around shooting at everything every 4 seconds and trying to do all kinds of crazy 360 no-scopes. I like it. It makes me feel at peace. I think that's the other part. Is I've always wanted, actually, one of the big things, one of my bucket list items that I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to live in the wilderness in Alaska for a little while and just see if I can cut it. Get like a small fishing shack out there and just do my thing for a couple of years. Find peace in the stillness and all that kind of stuff. Learn what it's like to live a part of instead of apart from. You know what I mean? What's this guy want? Let's see here. I'm an old sled rider, and if you give me some wood, I can make your sled faster. I don't think we have the wood for it right now. Yeah, we're a little bit low on wood. But frankly, that would be a pretty cool thing to do. We need a lot of food, though. I'm going to have to offload some of this food at some point. Can I use his stove? No, I can't use any of his, like, private property. That's cool. That's fine, then. But yeah, it's one of the big bucket list items I've always wanted to do. Just go outside and see nothing and hear nothing for a few years. Just take solace in the silence and all that kind of thing. It's a weird feeling that you can't emulate. I grew up in the city. I live in the city now. But I've always had a tremendous respect for nature and kind of survivalism and naturalism. I've always very much enjoyed my time in a rickety tent on the side of a mountain somewhere for a couple of weeks in the wilderness. Just watching the world go by. It's weird to feel disconnected from, like, civilized people for a little bit and just not worry about what's going on, not worry about politics, not worry about the bustle of the city, not worry about going to the grocery store and whatnot, and just be out there just fishing and hunting and doing your thing, you know? It's curious. We got another fox up here. I'm going to go ahead and hunt him real fast. Take care of these predators. My guess is what happens here is that the predators and everything else looks like he's stuck on a tree. He really likes that tree. Oh, he's running for it. Let me see if I can close with him. I'd like to make sure the shot connects. We got a little pop-up over there. I don't know what that means. Ecosystem seems to be okay. 3 meat from him. How much meat am I carrying around? Oh, that means that I've probably got a predator around. Oh, I do have a predator. There's a dog, or there's a wolf coming at us. Unfortunately, we're almost out of ammo, so we're going to have to figure out a way to get some bullets made before too long. That's probably going to be our last little hunting trip. That or we're going to have to trade for the bullets, but with... How much meat do I have on me right now? 20 meat. Not too bad for a hunting trip. Not too bad at all. I'll probably save some so that I can feed the dogs and make sure that their stamina doesn't get taken care of. But this is a little game called Eternal Winter. A quiet little game where you can sled around with your dogs, do some hunting, hang out, manage a little civilization, I guess, and make sure that you survive among the darkness and the snow and, you know, all that kind of stuff. If you like the game, check it out down below. I'll have it for you in the description. If you like what I do here on the channel, you enjoy the conversations we have, enjoy like these little quiet moments and these fun little games, check out the Patreon. It's a great way to support me and get access to private Discord servers. I do key giveaways and stuff like that on there all the time. Other little things like that. Aside from that, thank you for stopping on in, and I'm going to head back to camp. Try and figure out how we can get some more bullets, or at least trade for them, or at least make ourselves a little bit better put together as far as supplies go, because we are going to need to hunt. We're down to nothing but arrows at this point. And arrows are okay, but bullets are better. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.